Hello everyone, welcome. Let's look at some new launches from the makeup world. And do excuse my hair, I've washed my face 3 times today, or twice actually, and the fringe couldn't survive it. So anyway, let's take a little look at what we have today. Okay, so first up, we have to talk about this. We have the Rhode phone case that holds the lip balm. Do I think this is good? I don't. I actually think it's pretty ugly, but I do think it's a good sales marketing thing. You have that phone case, the only lip balm that can fit into there is that Rhode one. You know what I mean? You have all the Rhode lip balms. Now I need a phone case to hold it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's really, really good marketing. I've never tried the lip balm. I am super into lip balms at the moment. Like, I'm reasonably obsessed with lip balm. So I would maybe try like a nude one, maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you think if you like them. So they only have iPhone 14 or 15 Pro Max. Like, make a few different ones. You know what I mean? Like, for 14 Pro Max. You know, it says it has a cushiony back, so I guess it's kind of soft. It's $35, which I've paid for phone cases, but usually they're like extra protective. You know, they're like, what are they called? I need to read the name. Caseify. Really good, really solid phone cases. Whereas this kind of just looks like a slip-on, like, oh, it holds a lip balm. It won't survive 10 flights of stairs, but it will hold your lip balm, you know? So I don't know how I feel about that. I would love to know your opinion on that down below, because it's kind of like, Next up, we have a new launch from Pat McGrath. Now, this is, I did a whole video about what pros and cons of a brand recently, and how it was kind of getting a little bit boring and stagnant because they keep releasing the same thing over and over again. This is just the mothership palette, the V111. I don't know what that is. Divine Rose 2 Heart's Desire Edition. So it's the same palette, just slightly different. But it's all those rose gold hues again. It's those pinks. So like, it's the same shit over and over again. The packaging's different. The packaging's beautiful. It looks like an old Sade video. I don't know why it reminds me of that. It just does. Like the velvet and the lighting, the shadow. It's $150, right? $150 for this palette, which is just a repeat of the same thing. We need something new now. Pat McGrath, we've seen recently, one of the most incredible minds in the makeup industry. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What's happening with this? Love her, but come on. Now, this one I really, really liked the look of. This is Glossier's new cloud paints that are more like bronze editions or bronzers, adding to their cloud paints that are like blushes. These are quite nice, they're quite sheer. So I wonder if these are gonna have a little bit more pigment. But what I really like about these is how the deepest tone has a bit of a redness to it. For bronzer is nice, like every bronzer, you know? But also how the fairer one isn't red in any way at all, isn't orangey on the skin. It's still gonna add warmth without being orange. It says as well that each shade is sheer enough to blend and layer without going overboard. It's $22 each. And I kind of look at these and I think, okay, are these gonna be quite multi-purpose in terms of, could you use one of the more like lighter tones perhaps on deeper skins around the eye area to brighten, or is it going to dry down? That'll be really interesting to see the texture of, but I do like the tones of these. I think that's really, really nice. These are incredible. These are from LYS. I think I've tried a cream blush from them before and been quite impressed, but these just look incredible. These are cream glow brush sticks. Look at them. Look at the glow these give off. These look amazing. Lightweight, easy to blend with a pop of color and wearable luminosity. Yes, luminosity, that's the word. Ultra creamy formulas layer perfectly to achieve a natural flush of pigment on the cheek. $20 each. These just, look at the glow. Oh, they just look, that pink, that bright fuchsia pink, I would never wear in my life because it would look terrible on my skin. And I'm just not into that kind of bright, but look how incredible it looks on her. That looks so beautiful. There's 7 different colors as well. So you have unfazed, outgoing, courageous, focused, elite, bubbly, curvy. These are a few of my favorites. Bubbly, that looks really, really nice on everyone. I like how the tone slightly changes depending on the skin tone. Courageous, I think looks beautiful as well. And elite, this is probably my favorite one. This pinky shade looks stunning. That glow, they look metallic, they look like metal, they look so, so stunning. Do we need more cream blushes? No, we don't need anything, but I would totally buy these. Now this one's interesting. Supergoop have come out with these tinted SPFs. Protect Tint Daily SPF Tint. So there's 14 shades, so obviously the shades aren't going to be, because it's just a tint, the shades aren't going to be so precise to skin tone. And usually with things like this, you can go too lighter, too darker, and not really experience a horrific color match. I would still like to see maybe a few more shades in there. I know it is just a tint, but I think, you know, sometimes tints can come up too orangey. But on my skin, for example, and fairer skin tones, they can come up quite orangey. For me, I would probably go 22W or 24N. I'm a lot paler than I believe I am. So we have some warms, some neutrals, some cools. This would be interesting. The price point to me is a bit of a turn off. It's $44 each, and they're quite small. Yeah. I don't know, with tinted SPF, will you have to keep reapplying it? Is it long wearing? For me, that's a high price for a small tub of SPF. And I love Supergoop. I like their SPFs. Not all of them, a lot of them. This looks absolutely stunning. I'm not a fan of Good Apple anything from KVD, but these look really beautiful. These are the Good Apple Bronze and Sculpt Balm Duo. Creamy, blendable formula, and for realistic warmth, shadow, and definition that lasts all day. I do think, again, we can maybe swap out one of these or add another one, just so we can go a little bit darker, a little bit deeper, because the top three are going to work for a good amount of people. I can see something there that will work for me. Actually, I'm now looking at them and getting a little bit interesting shades. I have to see how those work. The blushes look quite nice as well. There's no colours there that I would personally choose to use together or have or own together. For example, the top one, I would totally take that bright purple. The one next to it, kind of. The bottom one, I would take the one on the left, not so much one on the right. Same for the bottom one on the left, and same for the top one on the left actually as well. So yeah, I wish they maybe thought about the things more, how they are together. Yeah, that's a bit of a confusing one. Okay, I've never been so interested in a mascara in my life. This is from Rafi. The Lash Sculpt creates sculpted, lifted, lengthened lash for all-day lift. All-day lifted hold with a unique curved comb-like applicator that is designed to target each lash, separating and lengthening them. I love the shape of this brush. I think this is really, really cool. Having the longer part on the outside and the shorter on the inside is going to ensure that in the inside area here, it's not over clumping, not too much product has been applied in that area, but also you're going to get this almost 3D-esque lash. You're going to get more application to the outside corner, so it's going to lift, curve, but I think it's such a cool design for a brush, and I would actually be really interested in buying that. That does look really, really, really good. I wanted to include this one because usually I completely shit on like designer brands makeup, like Gucci and someone else, but Dolce & Cabana have this palette which actually looks kind of exciting. I hate the packaging. I think the packaging is crap, but it actually looks like it could be nice. And my issue with a lot of like fashion houses makeup is that their products are lackluster. They don't really have much pigment. They're not exciting in any way. They come with horrible disposable brushes, which is what this one does, to be fair. But look at these swatches. I think they're really, really stunning. Being a fan of purple and blue tones that go with it, I really like the look of this. I think it's really, really beautiful. And those swatches even look real, which is very rare for a brand. Wait, do they? Kind of. So the eye palette's called I Dare You. It's $89, which is a lot. I don't know. I feel like these places, their makeup can't be justified to that price because it's not that great. Oh, it's eyes and cheeks palette. Okay, that's cute. So you can use highlights, everything like that. And then there's also That's My Line eyeliner. These look really beautiful. They look quite fun. The packaging's really nice with a little logo on the top there. They're $29 though, which isn't terrible. It isn't terrible if you're into that, but like you can get probably just as good or better for less. But I would be interested in that palette. I actually think it's really, really nice. And that color story really speaks to me. When I say eye and face palette or eye and cheek, a lot of the time it means that some of the shades in there are going to be like the pressed pigments. So it's going to be the case of not safe to use around the eyes when it's actually not a big deal. So just, yeah, watch out for that. Apologies, I didn't realize that my camera has stopped recording. So just wrapping all that up there, let me know if there's anything you would try down below in the comments. Thank you for joining me, and send me any new releases that you find really interesting because I love to try new stuff. And I'll see you soon. Bye.